shooters in the town. When the streets get cold, my niggas outside. Alright, yeah. On road tryna skip the pound. Ride for my niggas gon' ride. Alright, yeah. Backseat drinking out the bottle. Yeah, tryna swallow my pride. Alright, yeah. 4 a.m. in Toronto. When the streets get cold, my niggas outside. Alright, yeah. Follow me, I don't follow. So niggas don't know about mine. Yeah, this one just hit the line. Yeah, I can still go and be a model. I don't do no sense. What you saying? What I write? I've been pitching crack. What's that? What I write? I don't like y'all. On sight though. On my life in my grandmama backyard. Bring her back, Lord. Bring it back one time. If you ain't wanna know what you asked for, cause you just might get what you asked for. Is your strap on? Where your backbone? Don't amaze me. I'm amazing. Yeah, I just moved me out the basement. You a basehead. You a basket case man. Word on the end. You a waste man. 4, 5 shooters in the town. When the streets get cold, my niggas outside. Alright, yeah. On road tryna skip the pound. Ride for my niggas gon' ride. Alright, yeah. Backseat drinking out the bottle. Yeah, tryna swallow my pride. Alright, yeah. 4 a.m. in Toronto. Yeah, when the streets ain't cold, my niggas outside. Yeah. Alright. Nigga, what you mean? You ain't got no cheese. Broke niggas everywhere, got me cheese. But I VIP. When I reach, I don't need ID. Yeah, let me tell you all about the story of a real nigga. How you know? People always wanna build with you. Fuck it, I can hear the crickets. I'm a meal ticket, that's a meal ticket. Got some $1,000 paintings on display. Fix your face, good the case then. Escaping, can't catch me, can't check in. From the gate like 4, 5 shooters in the town. When the streets get cold, my niggas outside. Alright, yeah. On road tryna skip the pound. Ride for my niggas gon' ride. Alright, yeah. Backseat drinking out the bottle. Yeah, tryna swallow my pride. Alright, yeah. 4 a.m. in Toronto. When the streets get cold, my niggas outside. Alright, yeah.
Show what they bop or a bozo. I'm the one dodging bullets in slow-mo. Little bitch, you are not at a dojo. You can't kick it here, bitch, I am JoJo. Is all how I'm moving, I'm tripping. Got these tabs on my tongue like a browser. Oh my god, Louis over there spitting. He could beat up this beef for an hour. Bitch from the city of God. Everybody you know is a fraud. Man, I think someone's breaking me apart. I just wanted my father's applause. I just wanted my mother's applause. I just wanted these crackers' applause. So I stand on the stage with the bars. So I stand on the stage with the boys.
my presence, say thanks. Little bitch, what is your rank? Walk in my hood for a second, they might put you in the dirt. Born this way must be a curse. You dropped a song, that's the worst. She don't suck dick, that's a first. Said she was playing and she go to work. Aim for her mouth and I burst. Like a gun or a semi. No, you ain't fucking with me. Yeah, my girls hella pretty, not so ditty. They self-conscious, insecure, real high emotions. Long acrylics to hit all them roaches. But I don't get too fussed, that's my bitch. Ass so fat and them jeans in my rip. Wanna move to Atlanta, then strip. Hold your tongue with that menace and grip. Got no send me no Uzi, no clip. Just 100 fists jamming your shit. Hey, on your tombstone we pissing, little bitch. Hey, since my skin been a solar eclipse. Grab Orion belt, then you get whipped. You my son, you my child, you my kid. SSX, let's get tricky, little bitch. Uber coming, you leaving, little bitch. You can't get no high score in this shit.
Lovely internet friends, welcome once again in this weird bear time. What are we going to do? Are your portfolios bleeding? I assume they're bleeding. So, before we start, I just came back from the dentist. I most probably have some weird face. Half of my face should not be working. Some of my S's are gonna be thicker than usual. So, bear with me. What the fuck is going on, right? What the fuck is going on? Are we scared? Are we I think there are opportunities here. I think there are opportunities. We should talk about what's going on. We should talk about Luna losing the peg in UST, what it means, what it means for the future. Like we've spoken quite a lot about stablecoins, about algorithmic stablecoins, about the dangers. We've been burned before. We've seen various kinds of failures. Like we've been talking throughout the bull run about stablecoin failures, algorithmic or non-algorithmic, lately, and it makes sense. We've seen quite a lot of algorithmic stablecoins get completely fucked up. Starting from the derivative, you know, like the Iron Bank. Do you remember the Iron Dollar? We actually spoke quite extensively last year, maybe a year ago. We spoke about Terra losing again its peg about a year ago. We spoke about the importance of stablecoins and what it means for DeFi. And we also pointed out the risks, the contract risks, and how this whole thing is an experiment. And experiments usually fail, and they get improved and fail again, and they improved and changed, and parameters are changed until they're successful. But there's so many failures before the success, and we're still writing the recipe. We're still gathering the ingredients. It makes sense. It's gonna fail again and again. We saw the failure of the other weird stablecoin. Cash, where it was a derivative of USDC and USDT. USDC nor USDT lost their peg, but nevertheless, Cash is no longer with us. So many issues. Well, yeah, we should talk about all these things. I'll tell you about my portfolio. I caught a knife. We'll talk about that, what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking this. I'm having these thoughts. So as it dictates in the bear period, it's a shorter stream, less viewers. I super appreciate you guys that are sticking to the show, and it really gives me strength to go forward. It really lets me go a bit deeper in every subject, just to be able to explain it and answer questions. So I'm super thankful. Super thank you to Big Perts. Love Perts. 12 months together. He started maybe 14 months ago. started. He restarted, coming from a world where Poloniex was his main exchange, and his biggest holding was like some real shitcoin, man. Some real shitcoin. I see LU, I see all the lovely friends, man. Lovely friends from Jaris to Beat to old Butter and Aki Samano and all these lovely people, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, the meme that we were running together off a cliff, blindfolded, holding hands with big smiles and money running off from our pockets. Yeah, that's what we're losing. We're feeling now the dropping off the cliff. It doesn't matter. It's still fun, right? It's still fun. We did our risk management back in December, back when we said all together here on the stream, we said the December pump, the last leg that everybody expects, is just too easy, you know? When everybody expects something to happen, most probably the market is going to punish us by just doing the opposite. And the last leg didn't come. And we said that it doesn't matter even if the leg comes and we miss it. We've taken such great profits. Like, you shouldn't get blinded by more and more. And you know what? Even if the last leg in December, the December 2021 pump that everybody was expecting, thinking and reminiscent of the 18th of December 2017 all-time high of Bitcoin, where the 2021 version would see Bitcoin above 100K. Even if that happened, we wouldn't have sold if that was our dogma, if that was our belief. We wouldn't have sold. And why would we would say, one more leg, please. One more leg. We need even more. Guys, we've been together here in this crypto space, like together at least for a full bull run, and now bear run, and we're going strong downwards, despite looking at the stabilization of Bitcoin. We'll talk about a little bit the market dynamics and what the fuck is going on, but you've seen your crypto careers, guys. We are moving the goalposts every single time. There is no portfolio end boss. There is no finish in this game. You always can just level up more, get better gear, get more high score. I'm pretty sure most of you, like me, views this thing as a high score and as a video game. Like, we're farming information. We are taking a risk and opportunity. There is opportunity cost in every move we do. Other people are playing the auction house. Other people are playing the JPEG auction house. You know, there is like any fellow gamer or even World of Warcraft enthusiast would definitely understand. Yeah, gamification and is a huge part of crypto, and also it requires an internet native person to in order to be successful. Like, you need to be able to bond with online communities. You need to be able to distinguish who's trolling and who's not, who's seriously joking or joking seriously. You know, there are so many things that you need to really get comfortable with in order to excel in the crypto space. On that note, I used to have a cat. No clue where the cat is. I have a fucking cat tree behind me. Whatever. So enough with my silly face. Let's get to the main desktop. So what the fuck is going on? Except the part that there is a war going, which is going to result in a huge food crisis, that everybody's actually... They are looking at the risk approaching and the worst times approaching, and whenever there is clear worst times approaching, people are gonna sell their risky assets. They're gonna sell their degen investments. They're gonna close their bets, and they're gonna gather capital to buy stable and store of value stuff now. You think, oh, but Bitcoin is a store of value. This is the narrative we are trying to pass. Reality is Bitcoin is following a little bit the tech stocks. Let's put it like that. Why why tech stocks? Because tech stocks are the growth stocks, which means they have usually a higher market cap of the real valuation, because people are saying, okay, if this technology is actually adopted, then it's going to go even higher. So I am okay to pay a premium over its actual value in inventories and assets and shit like that, and cash reserves and stuff, compared to value stocks like the financials, which they have reserves and they're not gonna see some extreme volatility. The same way crypto behaves, but towards the growth stocks, the gen ones, the Tesla kind of people will hold crypto, and usually these stocks are extra risky, and they will be sold together with the rest of the risky assets in order to make room for less risky assets. So we have the war and the clear crisis coming. We have inflation heating up worldwide. All markets are feeling the stress from inflation. It's huge. It's huge. Like the average European inflation in April was what, 6%, 7%, instead of like 2% or 1% or even less that we are used to. At the same time, we have all the crisis in gas and all this shit. So having all these things would have taken a toll from Bitcoin, even if we didn't have the Luna shenanigans. But we do have the Luna shenanigans, and we kind of once again we've predicted that. We've predicted that with the help of some huge minds. Like, I remember a tweet from Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy who made us with our Sam thesis, SBF thesis. So he said, like, he tweeted at some point, like 3 weeks ago, about Luna. He said, we all know how this ends. That's what he said. You know, it's algorithmic. It's I mean, guys, it's magic fucking internet money, you know? Magic dollars backed by a little bit of Bitcoin, backed by much more magic beans, and then a giant deep-pocketed beast trying to keep the peg alive. So let's take it from the beginning. Let's talk a little bit about Luna, about algorithmic stablecoins and how they work, and that let's understand how this deep peg happened, why it happened, and if there is any opportunity for us. Because I'll come clean. I'll tell you, I bought some Luna. I maybe it's a stupid idea. Maybe it's a stupid idea, but hear me out till the end. I bought some Luna, very little, just very little. But I really wanna play a little bit around. I wanna have a little bit of skin in this game, just to help me understand the forces. Maybe it's too degen. So what happened was the past couple of hours, day or so, Luna was UST, which is the stable coin from Luna, was depegged. It reached down to 60 cents, 61 cents actually, and then it was pushed up to 90 cents. This was supposed to obviously be always $1, maybe can be a bit under the dollar, a bit over the dollar, and then there is arbitrage opportunities to close this small variance by buying and burning and minting USDs and actually profiting from this tiny difference. Now, just to remind you how USD works, you can always redeem Luna for USD, dollar for dollar, and vice versa. Meaning, if Luna is $100, if one Luna is $100, you can redeem it for 100 USD. Similarly, you can redeem 100 USD for one Luna. Every time a USD is minted, Luna is burned, and every time a USD is exchanged back, Luna is minted, and that USD is burned. And this is how it is supposed to actually keep the peg. Now, there is an issue even by looking on the market cap. All right, there is a small issue where you can't have USD above Terra, above Luna. You just should not. You should not have USD above Luna, because Luna should be able to have enough value to back USD. You know? So there is an issue. There is an issue. It's an issue because it's theoretically, and this is what the Luna bulls would say. This is just an opportunity, because obviously Luna is going to grow more in order to become bigger than USD's market cap. Now, that's how it kind of works. There is also Anchor protocol that allows you to, that is actually absorbing about 50, sometimes like it reached 70% at some point of the total USD in circulation, just because it gives 20% stable yield. 20% stable yield on your stable coin. That's unreal, but it allows for a lot of USD minting and actually absorbing it in order to give more liquidity to the market. And like, if you take this model to the extremes, it doesn't work. Like if Luna goes to 1 billion, goes to 1 trillion, you know, one Luna goes to $1 billion, then 1 billion USD can be minted, and the person holding that last Luna, one Luna, can actually then redeem it for insane prices. Like taking these protocols to the extremes is really, it really shows you how this whole idea doesn't work. On the other hand, during a bull market, everybody's happy. But during the bear market, where lots of USD is actually sold, what happens when USD is actually exchanged back to Luna? USD is burned, Luna is minted, and then that Luna ends up in the market, which means that then Luna is actually being inflated by quite a lot, and at the same time there's a huge selling pressure on USD. So this creates a spiral of shit where the pegs just drops and Luna's value drops. Thing is, this was not a scenario that people had not predicted. And yes, it was a coordinated attack for those wondering. Like, there is a huge, like, for sure this was a coordinated attack. It was not. It was a common, like, knowledge on how to do this. How to actually depeg Luna. DPEG UST. It was not something that people didn't know. Hence the tweet from SBF saying, we all know how this will end. I'm saying all these things, but I still bought a little bit of Luna. Why did I buy a little bit of Luna? Because of the mega billionaire behind the last Bitcoin pump. The last, 2022, the second leg that kind of did the double top that and we are dropping off now. It's Do Kwon. So this guy, together with Jump Capital and some other huge VCs, they created the LFG fund, the Luna something foundation treasury, whatever, which they bought quite a lot of Bitcoin. So what they did is they bought a lot of Bitcoin, and now, so they bought a lot. They bought like $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. And the idea was they're going to allow for an off-ramp to Bitcoin also instead of only Luna. And they're going to use that Bitcoin in order to rescue the peg in case it's not stable. So they bought $2 billion worth of Bitcoin. It pushed Bitcoin's price up. They bought it at approximately, on average, their average purchase was $40,000 per Bitcoin. Pretty good. And now UST lost its peg, and these guys are forced to actually sell Bitcoin and buy UST in order to push the peg up. And this is why I kind of bought Luna. So what are the scenarios? What do we have here as the scenarios? What can the outcome of this shit... I think there are three outcomes. There are two extreme ones and one average one. I'm pretty sure because I'm not pretty sure about anything, but I'm pretty sure actually about that we're not gonna have the catastrophic scenario. So the three scenarios are: the good scenario is Do Kwon and friends actually rescue the peg. They are forced to actually sell Bitcoin in order to get the peg to its place. By selling Bitcoin, they force Bitcoin's price even further down. So Bitcoin goes under 30K, mini panic comes, and let's say drops to 27K. And at the same time, UST is back at peg, and these guys can buy their Bitcoin at even lower prices of what they sold now and have a profit. So this is the best case scenario where they rescue the peg, they sell Bitcoin in order to rescue the peg, Bitcoin dumps even more, they buy Bitcoin back, peg is at its place, they have the Bitcoin back in their treasury, and they've made some money in the process. Amazing scenario. Second scenario, the bad case scenario, is the LFG, the Do Kwon and friends pockets just completely drain. They don't have any more money, and they let the peg completely go to shit, and lots of magic internet money holders are very, very, very sad. Now, I really don't think that this is a valid scenario. I don't think that Do Kwon and friends, Jump Capital, and whoever else is in this syndicate is going to actually allow for UST to completely go to shit. Now, this doesn't mean in any of those two scenarios that no, even at the good scenario, Luna suffers a blow, a reputation and a reputational blow, and the experiment continues. And I think that people will forget. And I think that Luna is going to bounce. Is it going to survive? No. This is me just thinking that Luna is going to go up again. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm going to sell it fast. But I think I can play this move. So I'm really believing that Doc One is not gonna allow Luna to completely fuck UST, and they're gonna rescue it. Now there is the intermediate scenario where they rescue the peg, it gets de-pegged again. They don't manage to get profit on the Bitcoin, and then we have this slow death of Luna. But even in that scenario, even in the scenario where slowly the DeFi market moves on, and they focus at more centralized pegs, maybe legislation comes that allows pegs. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't predict. But nevertheless, this scenario is going to be hurtful long term in Luna. But short term, the peg is gonna be restored, and Doc One is gonna rescue it, and I think it's gonna bounce. So this is the knife I caught this past couple of days. I just bought I deployed a little bit of stablecoin USDC to buy Luna. I did not buy the depegged USD yesterday. I was not even at home. I see LexCat here is informing us that Doc One and friends are trying to raise even more money in order to buy BTC. I also read that they are recruiting market makers, and they are loaning BTC and UST for them to actually trade and cover those arbitrage opportunities in order to bring back the peg on the stablecoin. And yeah, like it kind of looks like Bitcoin has stabilized a little bit at 31,500 or around. But I don't think this is going to be the end of it. There are high chances that the bleeding is going to continue. The foundation is the Luna Foundation Guard, LFG, is gonna actually deploy more BTC and dump the prices further down. So yeah, this is what's going on here. Lots of like with all algos, the downside cycle has really ugly outcomes. As like the opposite happens in the bull run. Luna holders are really happy really fast, but in the bear times, where lots of UST is unstaked and dumped, there is downward pressure on because of the UST dump. It depegs, and UST holders redeem those depegged USTs for Luna. But when they redeem one UST, even if that UST is worth 1 cent, they will redeem it for $1 value of Luna. So the moment UST is depegged, everybody rushes to actually redeem the UST for Luna, because they're gonna get $1 for their 60 cents. And then they will obviously dump Luna, because they know what's happening. So yeah, this is what's going on together with all the shit show in the world, together with inflation. We are in bear time, guys. And I hope all of you are convinced, and don't try catching the knives. Like, remember, I bought Solana at $80 again. I told you last week. Was it the right move? I don't think so. Did I buy all my USDC, DDT, or whatever stables I have? No, I did not. No. I did not buy it. I bought a very small amount, and as I did with Luna. I'm positive that our friend Deep Pockets Doc One is gonna make it. Is gonna make us proud. I'm going to deploy some more capital to actually buy more Solana. I think Solana is there's high chances that it's going to continue going down. if you remember, back in the all-time highs, even maybe a bit before, it was Solana was 240 or something. We calculated what the maximum pain during the bear is going to be. There is an episode where we actually take the calculator here and we calculate, and our calculation gave us $17 for a sol. And I obviously hope we are wrong, obviously. But if you consider on the previous cycle, where what Ethereum did, which was approximately kind of close market cap, but we said, if Ethereum went from $1,400 to 85 to 87 or something, from 1,400 to 87, if the same would happen to Solana, it should go from its all-time high, which was $260, to 17. So these two parallels we drew is an oversimplified model, obviously. But if Ethereum went from 1,400 to 87, so can Solana go from 260 to 17. And yes, it can bounce back. And yes, I want to be wrong. I really don't know. I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong. If you remember, we managed together kind of to call the top, but our method for calling the top was when Solana flips Cardano, we'll be happy. And Solana actually did that back then, and this is where approximately the market topped. But it was the cycle that coincided and allowed this to land. It was not really real insight because Cardano was at super high levels. But I kind of see this. I can. Guys, we're still in the beginning of the bull run. By the way, my mouth, I can't feel anything. I hope they don't bite my lip or something. We're still in the beginning of the bull run. Lovely internet friends. We are the beginning. There is more to come. Told you, we need to get that feeling, that horrible feeling where you feel, you're like, have they forgotten about us? Have they actually completely given up on the cryptocurrency, Austrian economics, Bitcoin, the narrative we're all pushing and we all believe, and we live in the circle jerk, in the echo chamber? That's when we're gonna really be in the bear. And by the way, lovely internet friends, by the way, the market is not gonna go down, up. No. Market is gonna go down, then sideways for a very long time, and then it's gonna be going up, and people are gonna be selling immediately, and are gonna be dropping it, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on, guys? Didn't you remember the good old days? The good old days where like everybody was like, we're going to the moon, and we're all gonna be rich, and we're all gonna buy islands, and we're all gonna connect those islands with bridges so we can party. You remember those days where everybody was iron hands. My one JPEG is gonna buy me a super yacht. You remember all this shit? I really think that we haven't seen the absolute pain. The pain is going to be when we dump and we go sideways, and then we dump again and we go sideways instead of bouncing. And I know you guys. First of all, longing a shitcoin is 100 times riskier than shorting a shitcoin. And if I had, if I had to actually I really don't know, guys. But we're still in the beginning. I hope you did your financial management when you had to. Really, I really hope. On the other hand, Bitcoin market cap is much bigger. Players, institutional players are in the game. They're not gonna allow for Bitcoin going back down to 20k. That's what I believe. I don't think we're gonna see Bitcoin at 20k. We will most definitely see it in the range, but not there. Not there. JPEGs for those the JPEG fans. I'm really bearish, guys. I'm really bearish. And don't be liquid. Don't be totally liquid. Just wait, and we'll buy monkeys. We'll buy all this shit. But I don't think it's time. And you know what? You should deploy USD to buy those shit. Don't deploy your Solana. Now your Solana should be on Francium. Now your Solana should be actually yielding stuff for you. I lost my thought earlier. I don't think, despite having a better chance as a trader by shorting shitcoins, I don't think playing the market when it's so unpredictable and it's so correlated with world politics and tech stocks, I don't think it's wise. Unless you are some super confident and like very well tested day trader that has conviction and a plan and risk management and you can stick to it, you're disciplined enough. I don't think trading bounces and going, you know, expecting to be stable and then like a drop you buy it, as a pump you sell. It might work 100 times and then not work and you lose everything. Like, it's not for me, so I just can't maybe feel the appeal. Maybe it works for some people and it has just never worked for me. But I'll just have fun, guys. Just have fun now. There is no way you didn't take some profit during the bull run. If you didn't, what the fuck were you watching Whale's Tail streams and you didn't? We spoke about that so many times, and now it's the time for you to have fun. Don't stress, don't trade, don't catch knives, don't try to recuperate any losses during the bear. Don't heavily margin, don't revenge trade. You know, guys, it's horrible to try to go, you know, with the dump, embrace the dump and short the market, and then the market suddenly something that I can't fucking imagine happens. The market goes parabola and you get liquidated by an opposite fucking move. While you had all this crypto all this time, you get shaken out while betting on the bear. Like, guys, come on. Now it's the time to travel. I'm going snowboarding in a month. I'm going to Patagonia, going to Argentina, and in the Andes mountains to snowboard. I'm gonna miss you for a month, but that's the time. Now we have Athens DAO. People are coming to Athens. All the big protocols are coming to Athens. We're gonna talk, we're gonna build, we're gonna party, we're gonna vibe, and then we're gonna go to Mykonos. We're gonna go to Mykonos and vibe even more, party even more. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome for the builders, and we're gonna coordinate. And the idea of what we're doing in Athens is we're gonna map the DAO tooling space. We're gonna map it perfectly, And then we're gonna sit down and I will identify what is missing. What's that's missing from the Solana DAO tooling space? What is every DAO tool builder working on? What is Mango working on? What is Grape working on? What is UXD working on? What is Socian working on? What are all these? What is Squads? What is Monkey DAO? What are all these people working on? And let's make sure we don't overlap. And then let's see, oh shit, we've identified something that's missing, that's required, and that nobody's building in. Let's create a grant. Let's all fund this grant. And cover that hole. And then we're gonna bring tools that have been born by necessity in the DAO space. And once again, is gonna be bigger than going to be bigger and better than any other DAO environment in any other chain. Give me a second, guys. So yeah. I see some Beat is talking about one chain. Lost so much money on that one, guys, when it came out. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I hope to see you all in Athens. I really hope to see you all in Athens. And make sure you don't get shaken out until then. Make sure you have enough profits to travel to Athens so we can party all together. Let's play an Anatoly the Cat. So shout out to Anatoly the Cat. I enjoy playing Anatoly the Cat. There's like, I know the guy's building it, obviously. Don't buy that NFT if you don't want to. Buy it if you like the game. Buy it if you like the community. But don't buy it because I'm playing this game. You should join and play with me. Let's play a game. Play a game. Let's see if we're gonna find anybody to play a game with. Stream pawnage. Play draft. What? Immediately the So I love the fact that I love draft. Draft is the best. Draft is the best. And I hope whoever is playing as my opponent, you're not sniping me. So you get Anatoly the cat. So there is a rat, 2 birds, 2 elephants, another rat, Anatoly the cat. So I need to get a cat. Because if I let him get the cat, then there's not gonna be a cat for me. And if there is no cat for me, I can't make the deck that has one card of each, and I will not get a bonus. So there are layers of strategy, which is fun. So he took an elephant. There is two rats, 2 elephants, 2 birds. 3 rats, 2 elephants, he took a bird. I'll take an elephant. I'll get the elephant with the intellect. Ah! No! Don't take the elephant with the intellect. Don't snipe me. If he takes that, Curious Satoshi, he's a sniper. Now, I fucked up. I need to take the other one. Because then there's gonna be no birdios. I have a rat. I have a cat. Now I have a bird. I'm only missing an elephant. So Doable. Elephanto. The elephant with the intellect, with the funky glasses. So we didn't manage to destroy his strategy, but he also didn't manage to actually harm us. And I'll get whatever is left. So strength, I'll do strength because it's 35, right? 25 plus 10, or that's already added, I'm not sure. I think that's already added, so that's 25 in total. Oh, look at this guy, strong bird, strong Charles. Casual Vitalik. Yeah. What's going on here? I'll do charisma, because look at this pretty elephant. How can the charisma lose? Pretty elephant with bow tie, red bow tie, and an artist's hat. Here we go. Victory. What's up, bro? What did you choose? Look at my, look at my cool glasses that match the background. $57 strength. What are you? I'll play again because I want to see. I should be the first picker now. I want to play again because I just played one. I started second. Now I play again. I want to start first, otherwise it's not fair. Nobody. Come on, guys. Nobody's gonna play me. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I'm playing with the same opponent. I should start first. If he starts first, so we're playing with the same picks. Let's see. I see. So 41. Strong as fuck. Favor hands. Inspector Satoshi. The tennis games. What are you talking about, bro? I'm a beast. I'm a beast. Charisma. The most beautiful. The most charismatic. Like, I'll wear a skinny t-shirt one day, and I'll show you how I can perfectly move my tits up and down. It's embarrassing. I'm withdrew. I was too busy with my tits. Lovely internet friends, I'm gonna leave you here. Bear Times episode. We explained what happened with Luna. We explained what knives we caught. We also explained how we should pass our times now. And it should not be with trading. Don't fucking trade it, lovely internet friends. Don't trade, don't trade. Let it be. Let's see where the billionaires are gonna decide to save the peg, not save the peg. But guys, just have fun now. Eat your popcorn. Watch the whole story unfold, and don't trade it. Again, disclaimer: bought a little bit of Luna. I really believe Doc One is going to save it. I'm still lending my Solana on Francium, lending USDC on Francium. I'm using my FTT and some Orca on the friction vaults, and I am what else? That's it. That's what's happening in the Solana ecosystem. I've unstaked my osmosis. I've dumped a little bit on the Atom ecosystem. I'm still staking my Atom. What am I doing with Hubble? That's a good question. Let me see. I haven't checked that. We should be staking like 2,500. Nothing really special. Let's select the wallet. So yeah, the value has dropped to 1,700, and we've actually made 0.66. That's really low. That's really low. Nothing. We've made nothing. Some people have been liquidated, and we've actually made $2.50. And I can claim the HBB as well, which is 3 cents. I'm not gonna do any of those, really. I've staked $13, and this is what I'm actually getting from my my staking. So yeah, there's that as well. It's bullshit. I have like a new tab in my Chrome called Cosmos Staking. So I'm looking here at a bunch others like Evmos, Galaxy, Cerebrus, Loom, Crescent, Stargaze. All these are airdrops from Cosmos, which I'm selling, staking, or whatever, exploring. My Bitcoin is in cold storage. I'm not lending. I'm not moving. I'm not giving any signals. My Ethereum is sitting on MetaMask. I'm not doing anything. I have no Binance chain. And that's mostly it. And for those that are not familiar with my portfolio, as always, my biggest hold is Bitcoin. My second biggest hold is stablecoin. My third biggest hold now is Ethereum. It used to be Solana, but Solana has dropped quite a lot, so it is Ethereum, my third biggest one. And by the way, if you still want to trade and you are heavy into trading and you can't live without trading, trade crypto native pairs. Trade Bitcoin Ethereum, trade pairs like that. Don't try to cut off real world noise. Because if you're trading Bitcoin Ethereum, like that pair, Bitcoin with Ethereum and Ethereum with Bitcoin, then you're kind of cutting off real world stuff. And if you notice the actual ratio between of Bitcoin and Ethereum, so prices of Bitcoin quoted in Ethereum are holding. The issue is holding quite well, and this is a better environment if you're really addicted, or if this is the way you're making money, this is where you live. So just keep that in mind. And just be careful out there. And if any of you is in Argentina, give me a shout out. I'll be visiting. Love you all. I'm gonna go play some Hearthstone. There's a new mode. I hope to see Dean, Puppet Dean, as well tonight to chillax. I love you all. Let me bring a cat. Let me bring a cat. How can we have a stream and I don't bring a cat for you to say goodbye? And I need something to bring the cat. So let's bring that cat. Come on, little cat. Come on, little cat. Come on, he's not coming. Come on, little cat. Here he comes. Here he's coming. He's like, I'm coming to you. Let's see where he's gonna come from. Come on. Come on. Don't be. Yeah, he's not so little anymore. Hello. Hello. I mean, he's not very big. And he's not very little. Come on, man. Don't be so sad. Alright, lovely friends. I appreciate you and I cherish you more than ever. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being alive. And we're gonna be victorious. Times are gonna change. Better times are gonna come.